Well, good morning. It's Friday, May 27, 2022. Season 4 of Stranger Things just arrived, and I last night I stayed late watching Hunter x Hunter, which is an anime that I watch, and I was trying to been working on making my dice tower, and I want to add a little motor to it. Um, but yeah, season 4 of Stranger Things just arrived. I have already seen the first two episodes of season 4. I don't want to give spoilers, but holy shit. I totally enjoyed the first episode. The first episode was fantastic. Um, so spoiler alerts. If you don't want to hear spoiler, go away. But this is just my review of the first two episodes of Stranger Things season 4 or Stranger Things 4. The first episode, we get into normal life, everything's happy, happy, joy, joy, until the very end. And I like the montage that they did with basketball and Dungeons and Dragons. It was fantastic. The montage as a Dungeons and Dragon player, holy shit! When you're holding that for that final attack, when you think you want to defeat the final monster, okay, I can get into that. And yes, I'm a gamer, so I'm very geeky. That's my D20. Um, so yeah, and like I said, I've been making a dice tower so as to roll dice. So definitely, um, playing Dungeons and Dragons is something that I like to do and I enjoy. Um, so yeah, the first episode was quite fantastic. Good exposition, good pacing. I totally enjoyed it. Um, and then the second episode, that's where things start getting creepier and creepier, and it has this feeling of like, oh shit, it's great so far. I like it. It's fantastic. Um, yeah, yeah, definitely I like it so far. Um, Second episode, they keep dumping more hints and hints, and oof, when you go to the final scene of episode 2, holy shit, yeah, yeah. It is so much worth to watch it. Yeah, so far I like it. I hope that I continue liking the other episodes. Yeah, it's been interesting. I can relate to some things that are happening. The D&D, the satanic panic of the 80s. Holy shit! Like, look, I got introduced to Dungeons and Dragons when I was in high school, but I didn't went to a public high school in Puerto Rico. I went to a Christian evangelical high school, and yeah, I have friends that play D&D, and they were the ones that introduced me to Dungeons and Dragons. They were not sure if they wanted to introduce me to Dungeons and Dragons, but they did, and but then they stopped playing, and the excuse or what they told me was that, well, it's evil, it's satanic, and all that kind of stuff. Man, I was going to a Christian evangelical high school. What you expect? So, but I still got interested in role playing games, having purchased one of my first computers, which was a monochrome and all that kind of stuff, and was able to convince my dad to get me a game called Dungeons and Dragons Blood of Radiance, which I made a video before and I talk about that game. And the other game that was in the market was Eye of the Beholder, which I ended up purchasing for Nintendo Game Boy, and they did that game for that. So I used to play that game, and like I said, I used to play Dungeons and Dragons when I was in high school, but my friends stopped playing because they were concerned about the satanic panic. So to see that being represented, and then seeing the the other kids that are in high school that want to start attacking the kids of the Hellfire Club. Okay, that's kind of relatable. And then again, being a geek, like you pretty much were an outcast back then if you were into comic books and things like that. So I can totally relate to that. And then poor Al also finds herself being bullied, and I used to be bullied, so I can totally relate to that. And it's sad the way that she reacted. She snapped. I remember there were some times that I would get angry, but I will control myself and I will not go that far as to attack somebody the way that Elle did in the series. So yeah, um, so those things are really interesting for me to see in the series so far, and I gotta admit that I enjoy what I've been seeing in the series so far. And so yeah, give some spoilers in there, but definitely I like the concept. I like the idea. I totally enjoy seeing the game of Dungeons and Dragons. In the end, it felt epic. That final fight, and and it's funny that they were talking about it. It has similarities to the first season where it started like them playing, and then they start fighting the Demogorgon, and this one, the story, it start fighting up. It had a more adult, like more D&D feeling, like similar to what I experienced because I play D&D to this day. Um, so I had that more feeling of that and of an actual game, and what the excitement of like, oh gosh, my characters are about to die, and then finally, like, boom, at 20, a critical, which was fantastic to see. So definitely, I enjoy so far what I have seen, and with season 2, it gets more creepier again, and it start going to other areas. And they finally mention on the second episode, they finally mention Victor Creel. So more curious about what happened there, and it's just so interesting to see. This is so it have gotten it so far. I like it. So far, I like it. I hope as I get into watching the next episodes, that I don't get disappointed. But I don't think I will get disappointed. As right now, I enjoy it, and I've been having fun watching the first 2 episodes, and I can't wait to see the next episode. But I have to do adult things. I have to do laundry. I have to take care of things. So later on, I hope to continue catching up on the season because it's good. It's really, really, really freaking good. So, yes. I hope all of you fans of Stranger Things 4 are there, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I'm enjoying it right now. Yeah, it's going great. It's going great. And I like the fact that they're not dumping everything like right from the bat, that they're going little by little. They're dumping hints and hints. And you know that things are going to be relatable, things are related, and you want to find out more. Why is this happening? So I'm sure little by little we're going to find out what's going on. It's not like they're telling everything like right in the first episode. No, they're going little by little, and that's what I like because it's little by little that you're discovering. So it keeps you more of like, keeps you wanting to watch more to see what happened and why those things are happening. And of course, the villain of the season, it really it makes me want to know what is going on. Who is that person? Who is that villain? Why? The way of why the person was created, where that villain came from, how did it came to be. Now I'm curious to find out more. The Mind Flayer. So definitely something that I like about the series, that is the thing of like why is that in there? Where did that villain came from? But I like also the D&D analogy, and yeah, we are seeing that happening here, same as it happens in season 1, where we had the Dungeons and Dragons reference, where they call the creatures Demogorgon. So, but now it's kind of like becoming more of a threat, somebody that actually has more powers. And definitely the scenes are really good so far. I like it, and I'm looking forward to continue watching the season. So yeah, that's all where I will stop. So peace, everybody, stay safe, and yeah, go and watch Stranger Things season 4. Yes, because it's here. We will be waiting for that. And if you're a gamer, keep rolling dice. Bye.